All right, we're here with another awesome feature Friday and getting started with RingEX. So for this, I brought in Tristan from our engineering and delivery team to show how easy it is for us to set up, say, what we'd call a simple IVR. And by IVR, we mean interactive voice response, or in simple terms, press 1 for this, press 2 for that. Tristan, show us how easy that is.
Hello. Right, so when you first log into your portal, you will see the introduction page, which has an overview of all your administrative abilities and functions. So for the IVR, we will be going into the phone system menu. And here you'll see a number of options. The one we're looking at today will be found under Auto Receptionist, and then IVR menus. So to create an IVR venue, it's very simple. You will click the new IVR button. You will give it whatever name you'd like, and if you'd like a custom extension, you can change that too. This demonstration will just leave it as the default options. And once that IVR is created, you can then click into it and configure the various options. Now, you can assign a number directly to this IVR at this stage, or there are other ways that you can do that, but we'll touch on that later. Under prompt, you can then use this text box to type in the menu prompt that you'd like. For example, welcome to X Industries, press 1 for support, press 2 for sales, and the system will use text-to-speech to convert that. If you would instead like to use a recording that you've made yourself, you can do so and upload that as an audio file using this option here where it says select prompt. Under key presses, you'll be able to configure where you want your menu to send calls. So, for example, if you click open, you'll see that we can see all the different groups and employees on our demonstration portal here. So, for example, if we wanted our first option to go to Chris, we could select him over here. You'll see that is listed as a user under the type, so you can differentiate between the different objects on the phone system, call queue, user, or IVR, for example. And we can click save. So when the customer presses option 1, it will now go straight through to Chris's handset. If, for example, we wanted then to have option 2 to go to a call queue, we could do so by selecting a call queue. For example, we'll use this one here. And that option, when pressed by the customer, will now go to that call queue. And any users in that call queue will have that call ring on their phones, depending on how that call queue is configured.
So Tristan, that's one way of doing this. I know there's a very visual way of doing this as well. Can you show us the IVR editor as well, please?
If you would like to use the IVR editor, you can do so by selecting it here underneath the IVR menus option that we were just speaking about. This will open in a new tab, and you will see any IVRs that you've created. So, for example, we can see the one that we have created already. If you click that and click open, you will then be able to see a visual demonstration, or rather set out, of the IVR menu that you've created. So if you recall, we selected option 1 for Chris and option 2 for a call queue. So that's visually shown here. You can make changes to the IVR from this point. So for example, we can remove Chris there. We can click add, and you have various options. So for example, you can send it to an extension. So for example, if we click that extension, you could then select Chris again or somebody else. And if we wanted to change where this option was being sent to, which is currently a call queue, we could click that and again make that change to a user or to a call queue. We can
so here, Tristan, can I add, let's say we wanted an option 3 or an option 0 maybe. Let's go 0. Can we add a menu off of a menu?
Yes, we can. So what you would do is you can say in this option here, you would come to your IVR and you would be able to say new and new menu, or an existing menu if you've already created another IVR. But let's use a new menu as an example. So for example here, option 3 has been auto-populated with the new IVR. And within that IVR,
just change that to a 0 though? Is that easy?
Yes, of course. If you just click the number, you can select any digit from 0 through 9 and enter it there. So now you'll have options 1, 2, and 0. Now, if you want to make changes to that IVR, you can do so by, again, selecting any option you'd like within that. So for example, it's auto-populated option 1, and this is currently being pointed to an external transfer as an example. So here you can fill out a landline number or a mobile. So if the customer were to go into that menu, they could then select the various options. That submenu can also have a different IVR, IVR greeting rather. So for example, if the customer had now pressed option 3 for after hours sales, you would then be able to play a new greeting that said, welcome to the after hours sales menu. Please press 1 to be connected to this member of staff, press 2 to leave voicemail, etc.
Awesome. And I guess if you wanted something even more advanced than this is where the RingCX portfolio comes in, as well as, providing you with all kinds of automation and queuing capabilities if you wanted.
Yes, of course.
Well, Tristan, thank you very much for this. This looks really easy, and thank you for bringing it to Awesome Feature Friday.
My pleasure. Thanks, Chris.